lady in her car. Well, number one, she was homeless. She and her daughter were sleeping in their car. She had a education as a accountant, and she lost her good job. Now she was homeless. And anyway, she came in and said, you know, the brakes were just almost non-existent, and the tires would look like hairbrushes. They were just cords were sticking out all over. So we put in new brakes and new tires and everything. Went over the car, made it safe for her. But during the course of our conversation, I said, you know, I'm surprised that you haven't heard of Family Promise, another Anoka County nonprofit for homeless. So I've worked with them, so I said, here's their number, give them a call. This was on Saturday. So happens the next week, I was driving bus for cars for Family Promise. And I was taking them from the day center in Ramsey to our church, Faith Lutheran Church in Coon Rapids. And on Wednesday, she and her daughter get aboard the van. And I say, aha, you are going to have a safe place to sleep tonight. He says, yes, this is going to be nice. Well, then Thursday night she rode. And one of the things that they do at the Family Promise Day Center is they help them in their job searches. Friday, when she got on the bus, she was like grinning from ear to ear. She says, man, I got a good job, a good paying job in accounting. My car is fixed. I can get to work. I'm no longer homeless. In 1 week's time, she went from homeless, sleeping in a car, to having a car fixed, getting a job, and getting getting on her way. And that's my favorite story, because that shows the impact of when organizations get together and pull people like this that really need help.
I know of one lady that we gave a van to her. She was going to school at night to be a nurse, and she had 3 children. And I'm pretty sure her husband was working, but they were just on hard times. And when she graduated from her nursing school and she got a job as a nurse, she redonated the van back to help somebody else. And that's always stayed with me for a long time. Well, it still does, actually.
Obviously, the mechanics that came in to work on those cars, some of them were doctors, surgeons. These were not the typical mechanics you think of. But they came in like it was a men's group on Saturday morning, because they were just thoroughly enjoying each other's company, and they were having a good time, and they felt really good about the ability to take this car and whatever it needed, fixing the brakes, fixing the exhaust systems, or whatever it needed. And they did some pretty sophisticated things at times, and I think they just felt really, really blessed with that. And that enthusiasm spread through the whole organization, from the top down. Everybody felt really good about what they were doing, and they felt they were really helping someone who really needed it.
They were professional people, all of them. Some were engineers, and we had some business people there. I think we even had a lawyer there. And they appreciated where they had come in life and what they'd accomplished, and felt that they wanted to give back to community. I think that was the biggest thing right there. It was important because I could see the results of what we were doing, and the appreciation that like when you donated a car and the family, the way, especially the children, where they could realize they had their own personal transportation and they didn't have to depend on anybody, and they could do things like their friends were doing with their parents. That's the thing that really made you very happy, really pleased.
I don't know what the current numbers are, but I'm just going to say something in the neighborhood of repaired about 4,000 cars. and we have donated over 1,000 cars. So that's 5,000 families in Anoka County that have been serviced by what is now known as Cars for Neighbors. That was really something I really enjoyed, because you met some really special people that I'll never forget.
First, thank the founders that have been able to spend time with me on the phone talking about the year 2000 and a lot of the limitations of transportation in Anoka County, and those early leaders recognizing the need for a safe, reliable vehicle in Anoka County to stay in the economy, to keep their jobs and get their kids to activities. They had that vision, and I'm very appreciative of the founders, many that I got a chance to talk to. I know one particular person I talked to, one of the recognized founders of Free to Be, Tom Buckman. And he says, Joe, when you get knocked down, get back up. And I can't think of a better time for that statement to be said during the year 2020, in the year of COVID, that yes, we have all been knocked down, but here's our founder, Tom Buckman, saying, when you get knocked down, get back up. And we have gotten back up. And here's why, because we're looking forward to the next 20 years of working with people in Anoka County. We just started a partnership to help reduce emissions and improve fuel efficiency on older vehicles in Anoka County, along with our car care partner, Meineke. Those partnerships are going to be so key for us to be moving forward and keeping everybody in Anoka County moving forward. The partnership with the Environmental Initiative allows Cars for Neighbors to help improve fuel efficiency on older vehicles, clean the air. The partnership with the Environmental Initiative is a critical step for us going forward. That's an example of an equitable partnership where everybody wins. In Anoka County, we have some of the longest commutes in the entire Twin Cities. So this is an example of how Cars for Neighbors can look to the future to help everybody in Anoka County. And I want to close with thanking the founders for their vision, the early leaders that carried the weight to move Cars for Neighbors, Free to Be organization through its 20 years, and looking forward to the next 20 years of helping Anoka County move forward in the lives and the careers.